Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to be talking about the Index Preview 6 new mods that drops from this event. They drop from certain champions. You got ones drop from either the Zanuka or the Raptor. You got the Bursas up in there. You got the Corpus Crewmen. You got the Scramblers up in there. You got a couple of new other guys that are slim. They have their Sonic Ore and whatnot. They all have their little drop of the mods. Now, in order to get these mods, what I suggest is either have like a Necros in there or two, and just desecrate the area, kill enemies, and for hopes that they drop the mod. Now, when they drop the mod, you won't know what it is because it has a question mark and whatnot, but at least you got the mod to drop. All you gotta do is wait for the mission to be over, collect your, your points and whatnot, and when it's over, you get to see what you got. Now, as far as what these mods do, some that are good, some that are good, great, some that are just, it shouldn't even be. Now, let me see, as far as with these mods, here to go into it right here. You got the Static Discharge, you got the Kinetic Ricochet, you got Pain Threshold, you got the Medic, you got the Meta Pet Kit, and at the same time you got Thermagnetic Shells. There's another one that's in here. I think that's practically all of them, unless I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's another one that's Shield Charger. I'm trying to figure out where that one is. Here it is right there. Shield Charger. Now, some of these mods, like I said, they're good. And then there's one that you really don't have to bother with because I don't think much people are going to be using it per se. And that is this one right here. If I can actually locate it there. Pain Threshold. This one gives you faster stagger recovery. I don't think anybody's going to be using this mod. You could just sell it for some platinum if you want, and so on. This mod is practically irrelevant, in my opinion. Now you got Static Discharge. Now this one is for the Prova. Charge attacks electrify nearby enemies for 30 electric damage. Now I believe at max rank, if I could find my Prova. Now you're gonna find my Prova right now. Where are you? Here we go. As far as with this one, at max rank, 180 electric damage. It's decent. I'll go that far. It's decent. So, is this mod worth getting? Well, if you're a Prova Vandal fan or the regular Prova, you like using it, go ahead, use it. It's there for you to use. Go and get it. Now, there's another one that's for the Tetra. I'm going to go to my Tetra right now. And this one is Kinetic Ricochet. Now, shots bounce up to 6 times. So you could just shoot at a wall and it will bounce 6 times. And sometimes you can hit the target if you want to get some trick shots in. And it travels 30% further. So it has a longer trajectory in on its shots. It's alright, I guess. So if you want to put that on your weapon like how I have on here, you could do that same thing as well. Now, this next one, this one's for the Meritron or for the Detron if you so choose. There's one called Thermatic Shells. Now, this is technically acid shells like how you have for the Soulback, where enemies explode on death for plus 80, and then you have plus 40% of enemies' max health. So whoever's next to the enemy that got killed, 40% of their health will be gone, and that's towards magnetic damage in a 6-meter radius. Which may not seem like a lot, but if you shoot one guy, if there are enemies clumped around them, you could technically one-shot them depending on how strong the enemy is, but at the same time, more times than not, their health will be drained. So this mod is really good in my opinion, especially for the Meritron or the Detron, because you could shoot at a distance and there's no fall off damage. So this mod is really nice to have on. Now there's another mod that's for the Sentinel. I pretty much put it on my worm because it works for him. And this one is called Shield Charger. Now Shield Charger increases max shields by 60% and shield regen by 60% for 10 seconds. Now this mod is really good as far as with the Sentinel, because if you have max shields and you haven't been hit, over a period of time, like a number of seconds, it will give you overshield. So that is really nice when you think about it. This mod gives you overshield if you don't take any hits and whatnot. And at the same time, like I said, it's best to have it on the Sentinel because, again, well, especially for the worm, because he has a whole bunch of shield, as you can see, over 1,000 and change. So it's good to have it on the worm. You can have it on any other Sentinel, but to me, in my opinion, it's best to have it on the Worm Prime because, again, it has a lot of shield, so why not put it on it? And as far as with these mods overall, I say they are above average just because of those other mod, the mod that I was saying that makes you recover from stagger. You recover from staggering. I mean, it's alright, but at the same time, recover from stagger, it's you know, it's kind of like out there. Like, okay, recover from staggering, sure, but at the same time, again, not a lot of people are gonna want to be thinking about staggering and whatnot. And the last one, as I said right here, Medi Pet Kit. It gives you health regen, but at the same time, 72% bleed out reduction. So when your Kubro or your Kvat goes down, the bleed out, it will just reduce it really nice. So it'll take you a lot more longer in order for you to get to them. You won't have to like hustle all the way to get to them. The bleed out will be so minimal that you'll have ample time to go and revive your Kubro or your Kvat. So all in all, as far as with these mods, you got 3 rare and 3 uncommon. And these damn things are a pain in the ass to get. I'm not talking about the common ones. I'm talking about the rare ones. I'm talking about Thermagnetic Shells, Static Discharge, and Shield Charger. Gotten everything else. I had to get Thermagnetic Shells on my last attempt with this to get all of them because I'm like, man, it's a pain in the ass for some of these damn enemies to drop it in the index. And for some people, they're still trying to get the Thermagnetic Shells. They'll get Static Discharge, they'll get Shield Charger, but this is the mod that they want to get. And it's like, at times it's like pulling teeth in order to get the mods. So I'm just happy that I got them, get it out the way, and just move on to the next thing. But as far as with these mods, they're above average. It's just that one mod that makes you recover from being staggered. It's like, it makes no sense to me. To be honest with you, it really makes no sense to me. But those are the 6 mods that dropped from the index preview from the enemies.